exactly on track with a lot of this stuff. Not specifically on track, but that you could, that some of your worst nightmares were real.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van. We are the LFR family. Much love to all of you, and thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully you click the like button as well. All right, so I want to say this before I check this video out. I've been seeing a lot of people going into this topic, and I decide something I like to do. I don't like to go into a topic unless, I want my first time going into a topic to be with you all. It makes me feel more comfortable. All right, let's go. Mel Gibson, he's about to tell us what's going on. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. I'm excited about it, but a little afraid. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, let's go and check this out, man.
In a 1998 interview, Mel Gibson made a number of cryptic references to a dark and evil side of Hollywood that he personally encountered.
When I came over here, I was, I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
The first time I really came over here. You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
And nobody was really bothering to explain it to me.
They don't.
And and I formed a bunch of opinions about the town and about the people in it that were like, surely that couldn't be, because a whole place can't be like, you know, Weird Town, you know, where the stranger wanders in and all the people are in the bar and they all shut up when he looks at them and they tell you don't go into the house on the hill, and it's like that.
This is scary already, man. I'm listening to him talk. He's not doing it for show. He's not doing it. It's like he's just trying to let people know his own personal experience. All right, let me shut up.
And then you go away and you think, no, I was wrong. I mean, that's insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagined that stuff. That couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like, could it? And then you find out later on the track that you are exactly on track with a lot of this stuff. Not specifically on track, but that you could, that some of your worst nightmares were real at the time. And you think, a place like this can humiliate you. And it can be, it can humiliate you, it can be humbling. I mean, it does rip your life to pieces.
Is it?
If you'll let it.
Yeah.
And it's always pounding at the walls. These little guys, these little heathens with no soul downstairs with horns on their head with a battering ram trying to like beat your walls in.
Now Gibson, of course,
what in the world, bruh? Okay.
Since that interview has met with, shall we say, some unfortunate circumstances. His reputation was soiled after 2006 drunk driving arrest when he made widely publicized anti-Semitic remarks, which have tarnished his reputation among Hollywood insiders ever since. And yet, Gibson appears to have come out from that reputational slander rather undaunted. He was seen of late standing up and saluting President Trump at a recent UFC championship fight, and he's been pictured posing with Carrie Lake in Arizona. But now we're getting reports that Gibson is preparing to release a groundbreaking 4-part documentary series that'll shed light on the hidden world of a global child sex trafficking ring.
All I want to say is that we need to pray over Mel Gibson. Pray for him. That's it. Just pray for him, because nobody's going to stand outside of his home with a gun and make sure that he's protected. We need to pray for him, because if he's about to put this information out about elites that don't want that information out there, come on, we've seen this happen before. And everyone already knows that the guy is not crazy. So,
according to Newsweek, the shocking revelation is expected to expose the industry's staggering annual revenue of $34 billion. If you can believe it, that's an amount that surpasses the yearly earnings of the airline industry. Here's Tim Ballard of Operation Underground and one of the leading figures in the global fight against child trafficking.
Ukraine. Got a phone call from Mel Gibson. He actually did the final edit of The Sound of Freedom. That's how we know each other, but not well enough that I'd be getting phone calls. And he told me that he was in Budapest at the time. This was right hours after the invasion. And he said he supports a bunch of orphans in Ukraine and he was worried about them. And he asked if I could help get them out. So now I've got 12 from my wife, I got 13 others from Mel Gibson, and I'm thinking, okay, I got this list of kids I got to get out. I told Mel, I said, you got to help me. This is going to be expensive. I won't ask you for direct donation, but can you help me film this? You know, let's film what's happening so we can get people to understand and they can support us. He said, no problem. He helped us get set up and started filming. 4 months later, what I thought was going to be maybe a documentary about Ukraine ends up being a 4-part docuseries that's almost done. It's being produced by DNA Films and executive produced by Tony Robbins. That's how crazy it got and how prophetic my wife was. When I showed up in Ukraine with a list of, I think, 20 names, the Ukrainians countered me and gave me over 10,000 names of orphans that they didn't know where they were because of the chaos caused by war.
10,000? Also, I want to say much love to this guy right here. This dude right here, you want to talk about somebody that's a hero, somebody that's considered a hero. Yeah, I would say put his name in the hat. Like this dude right here. Yeah. And
more importantly, and more frightening to me, was the fact that I know that human trafficking is a $32 billion a year business. It's the fastest growing criminal enterprise in the world. And I also know how kids get forced into that market. And it's through vulnerable situations, like in the aftermath of a hurricane, mostly in a developed country, or an earthquake, or in this case, a war.
Again, that was Tim Ballard. He's absolutely amazing. He's a former CIA and DHS special agent, and now he's dedicated his life to rescuing children from human trafficking, which, of course, is happening in Ukraine, as he pointed out. And it's happening more than any one of us could imagine in our worst nightmares at our southern border, thanks to the deliberate incompetence of the bumbling Biden administration. But as you could see from that testimony, Mel Gibson, behind the scenes, is on the forefront of these rescue operations, which may indeed involve the release of this documentary, that according to Newsweek. Now, you should know Gibson's publicist has denied these rumors. Obviously, he's very worried about the blowback that Mel would inevitably get from a town that doesn't appear to take too kindly to exposing some of their darker tendencies. But unfortunately for Hollywood, the genie may be out of the bottle on this one. I don't know if any of you saw the recent bombshell piece in the Wall Street Journal, a front-page article exposing the social media site Instagram for being used as a platform for connecting and promoting a vast network of accounts dedicated to the commission and purchase of underage content.
Mark, you better get on top of that. Mark Zuckerberg, get on top of that, bro. That's all I'm going to say.
It was an investigation conducted by the Wall Street Journal, Stanford University, as well as the University of Massachusetts Amherst. And it found that Instagram's algorithms actively promote pedophilia-related content, connecting files and guiding them to content sellers through various recommended systems. The researchers discovered that Instagram allows people to search explicit hashtags related to child abuse and links them to accounts advertising and selling child material.
Come on, bro. Come on. That makes you complicit. I mean, if you listen to that right there, they have the ability to block all of that. If you go searching for something that you're not supposed to be searching for, they don't even have to show anything. They don't have to have a log of all of these hashtags that somebody searched already. And oh my gracious. And they're allowing people to daggone just go straight to the source. Ooh, I just want to go straight. Like it's a menu or something. I want to put this hashtag in. This is exactly what I'm looking for. This is as perverse as I want to be today. I want to go right there. I wonder if they have videos or pictures of people under this hashtag. And then they just go straight there. So you're allowing people to log these type of videos, upload these type of videos, share these videos, and all these things on your platform. That's not a good look. That's horrible. You must not have kids. What the hell?
It was horrific stuff, to say the least, and indicates that something seems to be going on here. There does seem to be a kind of Harvey Weinstein-like rumbling going on here, where the dark secrets everyone knew about are about to come to the surface for all to see. So regardless of whether Mel Gibson goes through with this or not, it does appear that the cat is out of the bag, and some pretty seedy behavior among our ruling elite is about to come to much deserved light.
What did I miss? Did I miss anything? I think I did. because they were saying that he was going to say something about Oprah. So now I got to look into this because I didn't hear anything about Oprah. I heard what goes on in Hollywood, how people look at you, and the feeling of it all, and the demons in the basement and all this other stuff. But I need to see more. What was I supposed to get from this video?